So this is another update about lowering the antipsychotic dose. It seems that the withdrawal is in full effect at the moment. I've lowered, I'm still on the from 2 months ago, the reduction. It started off, I was experiencing low motivation, which kind of meant that you're just not motivated. You kind of sit there and you can't focus your mind to any task. I've been trying to describe what it's like to be inside my head at the moment, and the best way I can describe it is a pain, a excruciating constant pain that doesn't actually hurt but is unbearable nevertheless. I've completely lost my confidence in myself, whereas before I could go into situations without really thinking about it. Now I just can't focus my mind. Seems too many things to think about with doing anything really. Even communication just completely goes out the window, because it's trying to have in your mind, keep in your mind all the how the other person is feeling, what you're saying. There's so many things to think about that obviously usually wouldn't be a problem because of the confidence, but when there's no confidence there, it's almost impossible. Luckily, I think writing stuff down is good and this kind of thing I've written what I wanted to say here, so I'm basically reading that. But just free talking is too much. But if you get into this kind of state, even just writing something down and showing it to someone is a good thing, I think. But at the moment it feels like I have regressed to a less able state, and I know I haven't, and that this is just withdrawal. And it's not that I need to have my meds put up again, because I kind of feel like that would be running away, or like shutting away the problems, and just trying to forget about them. But that's not the case, because what I'm experiencing is withdrawal, and I just need to learn to function without the medication. When I came down, when I had this reduction, my doctor said that the voices I experienced would get worse, and they have become more oppressive, more difficult to deal with. It's not that they've become more disturbing, it's just that it's the pain thing again. They're almost painful. But but the fact that the voices are as they are is not a sign that I'm sick. they're a sign that my brain structure has been fundamentally altered, damaged. And it's because of that I'm extra sensitive. That makes sense, and I actually learned that from this day of lectures that I saw that was arranged recently that I caught on YouTube, and I'm going to share the link to that in the description for you because it is interesting. It's long, but worth a watch. And in it they talk about the brain renormalizing, and that's a big thing for me at the moment. And that's what my brain's trying to do, is renormalize. But with 10 years of taking this medication, it's going to probably take a while, if at all. I think in the documentary they say 10% of people their brains renormalize don't renormalize. 10% of people don't renormalize, and that's after being on the medication for a year and then coming off. And so they don't know 10 years what's happened. Will it be permanent? Who knows? I think at the moment my wife is really struggling, which I can really understand, although I think the problem is she can't see what's going on inside. It's not like when you have a broken leg and you need a cast and crutches and that kind of thing. People can see that. But what she can see of me is someone who sleeps a lot, who is very distant and can't really communicate. So it's almost like she has nothing to validate the fact that I'm struggling. And if she's never, it's not something everyone goes through, so I can imagine she would struggle. I think it makes it even worse in that things were going really well, and I guess that kind of like a false sense of security, because they were going well because the medication was kind of doing its thing in my head, numbing my brain, and now that it's gone, it's lower, I'm having to get used to that. And I noticed the other day that, usually I'm really excited about the rest of the adventure of the rest of my life. And I looked at the rest of my life the other day, and it looked like a chore, which is not good. I think it's for that reason, that kind of feeling is one of the reasons I'm sleeping a lot at the moment, because being in that state is just it's too difficult to be conscious sometimes when you're like that, coupled with low mood and everything, and everything's too much. But I'm also sleeping part because at the moment I'm trying to be really careful, because I don't want to hit a real low like I did the other day, and because that's just something I want to avoid. So I'm resting a lot. I don't know if it's a good thing, because you can oversleep apparently, but yeah, at the moment I'm just feeling really low, and I think that may be due to the thing in the back of my head that I may be permanently damaged, and I may always struggle. I know that is catastrophizing. I know it's a possibility. It's only got like 10% in error renal lies. So it's unknown. I think the unknown is bad, because that's going to always, maybe I don't know how to get past that. Although, I mean, it's not that I'm lazy and things are getting neglected, and it isn't that I'm lazy. It's just too difficult to focus my mind. It's too distressing sometimes. It's easier just to kind of zone out and not really think. Drawings are helpful, as you can see. But I think at the moment I need support and patience, because I am determined to get through this. I don't want to be reliant on medication. I don't want to be numbed. I want to feel things, and I don't know how long this will last. As I say, it's been 2 months since my reduction, or about that long. So we'll see. I'll keep you updated.